Today is October 16th. It's around 10:30. I hunted really hard last weekend in this spot, and I scouted 5 times harder. I beat myself to almost half to death scouting. Covered a lot of ground back here, and it looks good. I just wasn't finding any hot sign. But I did find some beaten down trails, and I found on one of them where there was a decent looking old scrape with a rub next to it and everything. And I never hunted that spot last weekend, but I was hunting kind of some acorns and stuff. I didn't see anything, but I just kept scouting. And besides that scrape on the trails, I really was just following those trails, kind of cutting through the woods, trying to find something. I think I found one fresh rub. I think I found 1 or 2 more scrapes maybe, but I mean, besides that, really the fresh sign wasn't there yet. So fast forward to today, I got here super early because I wanted to creep in and set up on that old scrape, and I was hoping maybe when I got there it would be just tore up, or I mean, maybe I would get there and one would come down that trail, and you know, maybe it's a historical scrape and he was gonna start it for the year. We didn't see anything. I got down around right at 10, and I'm kind of creeping down this creek here that passes behind where I was at this morning. I jumped a hog, and then I was like, okay, like whatever. I kept walking, and I assume it was the same hog, but I was just walking, and before I could do anything, I mean, he was right on top of me at like 10 yards. Crouched down and did everything but put my arrow on my wrist. And then finally I got it all set up. I drew back real fast, and right when I did that, as I was drawing back, he was in the only opening I really had. As I was drawing back, I kind of like made a little noise, and he stopped, and I put it behind his shoulder and shot. It looked real good, and I think I heard him crash. I'm actually sitting at first blood right now. I'd rather shoot a deer, but I'm pretty pumped up. I love shooting hogs, and I like eating them too. And I can smell him. He's a boar, and he was a pretty good sized one. I mean, nothing crazy. I'm gonna sit here and give him some time, and then we're gonna follow that blood trail. It took me a little longer than I expected it to, but finally I found some decent blood. You can see on this branch here, you can see it splattered all over that little tree, and some on that one behind it, and there's my arrow right there. I had to go back and kneel down where I was at when I shot him, and then I was looking, and I was like, oh yeah, I seen him run off. Like I was looking, and I was like, I know he went that way, and I was looking too far to the left. But we're back on him now, so hopefully we find him pretty soon. It's been about an hour or so since I shot him, so hopefully we walk up on a big dead boar. Broke off here. I mean, there's blood all over it, so that tells me that there's probably a lot of lung blood and stuff gushing out of it. Right there. I know the camera's all crooked, but here's the hog. Blood trail was horrible. Was just following specks of blood, and then eventually I found what I thought was the last blood I was gonna find. I marked it, and then I just kind of walked in the direction it seemed like he was going. When I walked the direction I thought he was gonna go, I smelled him at one point, so I started making circles right there, and I found him right here behind me. Like I said earlier, I didn't get a pass through. The shot placement was great, because you can see it went right here, right behind the shoulder, but I assume it went in almost all the way through and maybe poked his other side or something, and then it backed out. Maybe it had to have. I haven't gutted him yet, but I mean, the only thing that's left, you saw the other half of the arrow, but I mean, this is all that was sticking out of him right here. That's probably 4 inches, maybe, something like that. But it was barely in there. But I assume it, went through and then backed out, and then it broke off. But let me get him gutted, and then I guess we'll see what actually happened. There's our first kill of the season, baby. So I'm just showing this real quick with the GoPro. Here's his left lung, and it went completely through. You can see the exit there. It hit his right lung right there, but it only penetrated about, I mean, maybe half an inch. I just found this crazy aggressive looking scrape. I'm walking out because I shot that hog. I was gonna go put everything up and come back and get him. That's a big scrape. Look how far he's, I mean, he pawed the sand everywhere. And he hooked up all on that little sideways tree. It's almost like a horizontal rub right there. You know what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave and I'm gonna come back and hunt this scrape in the morning, and then we'll go from here. We'll scout from this spot on. Things are starting to heat up and get a little interesting finally. I ended up not seeing anything at that scrape that next morning. I did end up finding a lot of hot sign the rest of that weekend that got me really excited, and I hunted the best that I had found, but I still never saw any deer. When the 4th weekend of October rolled around, I brought Corey to a random spot that I had picked out, and we went in blind and just kind of speed scouted and set up for the afternoon. I found some really good looking sign that got me really excited, and I was surprised that I didn't see anything. I even hunted it the next morning and still didn't see anything. I went back and hunted it again the first morning of the 5th weekend and still didn't see anything. So I got down at 11 and started scouting. He's focused on that doe. So a lot of things just happened real fast, and I just had time to calm down and get close to base level now. I don't know how good you'll be able to see it in the video. It's on my GoPro on my head, and he was like 35 yards away, but I shot a good buck. There's a lot of blood on the ground. The shot looked good. It felt good. There's blood on the arrow. It all just happened so fast. But it's probably been 40 minutes, 45 minutes since I shot him. And I sent Corey my location. He's on his way. Hopefully he gets here soon. And by the time he does get here, it'll be about an hour or so. So then we're gonna go try to find him. And hopefully we walk up on him and he's dead. Alright. So this is first blood right here. And you can
so he was standing right here.
Yeah, like you can see where, well, I guess that's hog rooting. I thought I found where it looked like he wheeled around, but see there's that, look at all that blood.
Yeah, I see that.
It's bubbly, which you know doesn't always mean blood. See, there's some of that good like pink, kind of like almost like heart looking blood. Okay, and then it comes here, sprayed everywhere right here.
Yep, I see that.
Okay, here's the arrow. You can see all the blood. And you can see where it was spraying the fletchings and stuff. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where it's broke. But it's just like...
It's like bent.
It didn't get broke clean off, it just got like cracked.
Which way did he run?
He ran like that.
Okay.
So we got some blood here. It's like a big... it's all over here. Oh, that's it. There's some here. Some splatter on that leaf. All right there. All over here. Something going that way. Oh, look at that vine. It's smeared all over that vine. Right there. Look, there's a bunch. All right here. Here. They're all over right there. All over right here. Pretty good. Look at all that blood. Okay, there's a bunch over it, under all that stuff. Right past it, there's a bunch on the ground.
There's blood on that leaf. Are you on blood?
Yeah.
I would assume he probably followed.
I see him.
You see him?
Look down the creek, in between those two little trees. You see him?
I don't see him.
Come over here. Drop down in the creek. Look in between those two little trees. See his back?
Oh, yeah, I see his back. Oh my god, man!
He's a 10!
Oh my god, he's a 10! He's that elusive 10,
That's
bro!
like the one we were talking about last night. Oh yeah, he's wide enough for sure. Look, he's been rubbing.
Oh yeah, bring him up.
He's got one of them like swamp bumps right there.
That's your 10, bro.
Yep.
That's your 10.
Yep.
He's gorgeous, man.
Yeah, he is.
Got them nice chocolate horns. Hang on. I gotta put this down for a second.
We gotta do something for it.
Hey, come here. Come here, man.
I'm so fucking happy for you. Thanks, man.
Wait, before you put tape on him, take a guess.
14.
I'm gonna say 14 and a half.
16? Fucking go! Well, here he is again. He's a 10, 16 and a half inside. He's got good mass on his bases for over here. I would say he's 3.5, 4.5-year-old buck. I want to say it hit him in the heart. We haven't gutted him yet, but I guess when he wheeled, or he ducked and wheeled around, I guess it hit him like, I don't know, like right where his front leg would have been, kind of, maybe a little more forwards, but it put him down. He went about 100 yards, and the trail was good. We were excited, and then we got to the creek over there, and we seen him piled up right here. I don't really know what else to say.
Enough said.
Yeah, I guess so. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if y'all did, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. He's a great deer for East Texas public land, and I couldn't be happier with him. I hope everybody's having a great deer season so far, and I wish everybody luck in the rest of the season. And again, thank y'all for watching.